In the ancient swamps of prehistory, something unimaginable once ruled. A creature so terrifying, so perfectly designed for destruction, that even dinosaurs stayed away from its waters. They call it the crocodile with 2,000 teeth. But this wasn't your average crocodile. This was a monster from another age, a beast known as boar croc or Coprsuchus, and its even more mysterious relative, the Sarcosuchus imperator. These prehistoric titans could grow over 40 feet long, weighing up to 8 tons, with jaws that could crush bone like dry twigs. Scientists recently unearthed fossil evidence suggesting that one rare branch of this crocodilian lineage had an unthinkable feature. Over 2,000 teeth, packed so closely together they work like a living chainsaw. Each tooth razor sharp, each bite a masterpiece of nature's engineering. And together they form the deadliest natural weapon Earth has ever seen. This creature didn't just bite its prey, it ground it, ripped it, pulverized it. Its jaw muscles were among the strongest ever recorded, capable of producing over 23,000 pounds of force per square inch. That's like having an elephant step on your arm, with every single tooth. Scientists believe this crocodile lived during the late Cretaceous period, over 90 million years ago, when massive rivers stretched across what is now Africa and South America. Back then, the Earth was a boiling cauldron of predators. But even among giants, this one stood alone. Its teeth weren't just for tearing flesh. They were designed for grinding shells, bones, and armor, giving it a diet so diverse that almost nothing in its environment was safe. When researchers reconstructed its skull digitally, they were stunned. The pattern of its teeth suggested an evolutionary experiment, one where nature tried to create the perfect killing mouth. Imagine a crocodile that never needed to tear. It simply chewed its prey to dust. But here's the twist. Despite its terrifying design, this monster disappeared. No one knows why. Perhaps climate shifts destroyed its hunting grounds. Or maybe its incredible adaptation became its downfall. Too specialized to survive. Today, the modern crocodile is just a shadow of that ancient legend. But deep in their DNA, traces of that 2,000-toothed ancestor still whisper of a time when nature itself built a machine of perfect destruction. The crocodile with 2,000 teeth. Nature's ultimate chainsaw, and perhaps the closest thing Earth ever had to a living nightmare. In the depths of prehistory, long before humans walked the Earth, there lived a predator so fierce, so unstoppable, that its bite could crush steel, if steel had even existed back then. They call it the 2,000-tooth monster, a crocodile unlike anything alive today. Scientists discovered its fossil buried deep in layers of ancient rock. A skull longer than a man, teeth sharper than knives, and jawbones thick enough to withstand the force of an explosion. This wasn't just a crocodile, it was an apex predator, the Sarcosuchus imperator, a creature that could grow over 40 feet long and weigh more than 8 tons. Its jaws were lined with over 2,000 tightly packed teeth, each one curved inward like a hook, perfectly shaped to hold, rip, and crush anything that dared to move. So powerful was its bite, scientists estimate it could generate over 23,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. That's enough to crush solid steel, enough to snap the bones of a dinosaur in a single strike. But what did this monster actually eat? It didn't just feast on fish like modern crocodiles. No, it went after giants. Young dinosaurs that wandered too close to the river's edge, massive turtles, armored creatures, even other crocodiles that shared its domain. This beast was a living trap. It would lurk just beneath the surface, silent, motionless, then explode upward with a force that shattered the water, dragging its prey into a death roll so brutal, bones and armor cracked like glass. Its 2,000 teeth acted like a biological machine, a natural grinder that could tear through flesh, shell, and bone in seconds. But even monsters fall. As Earth's climate shifted and the rivers dried, this crocodile's kingdom began to fade. Food grew scarce, waters disappeared, and the 2,000-tooth titan vanished, leaving behind only fossils and fear. When scientists uncovered its remains, They realized they weren't just looking at an ancient reptile. They were staring at the blueprint of power itself, a creature that turned evolution into a weapon and ruled with jaws that could crush metal, the crocodile that could crush steel, the 2,000-tooth monster of Earth's forgotten age, a reminder that once, nature didn't just create life, it created destruction. 65 million years ago, when dinosaurs ruled the land, there was another killer, waiting beneath the surface, silent, patient, a monster with 2,000 teeth and zero mercy. Scientists have uncovered fossils of a prehistoric crocodile so fearsome that it didn't just survive alongside dinosaurs, it hunted them. This was Sarcosuchus imperator, also known as the super croc, but this discovery revealed something even more chilling. Some species of ancient crocodiles had evolved an extreme adaptation, a mouth filled with nearly 2,000 razor-sharp teeth, each one shaped for a different kind of destruction. Some sliced through flesh, some crushed bone, and together, they created the ultimate prehistoric weapon. Unlike today's crocodiles, which mostly attack fish or small mammals, this beast was an ambush predator of dinosaurs. It lurked beneath the muddy rivers of the Cretaceous, its eyes barely breaking the surface, its heartbeat slow, almost undetectable, until a small dinosaur stepped too close. Then, chaos. In one explosive movement, it launched from the water with the power of a wrecking ball, jaws snapping shut with more than 20,000 pounds of force. That's stronger than a T-Rex bite, enough to shatter bone, crush armor, and drag entire creatures into the depths. And once its victim was trapped in those 2,000 teeth, there was no escape. Its death roll, the spinning twist that modern crocodiles still use today, was perfected by this monster millions of years ago. It tore through flesh, dismembered limbs, and turned the river red in seconds. Scientists studying its fossilized skull discovered unique grooves and pressure points, signs of a complex bite structure that allowed it to switch between slicing and crushing in a single motion. It wasn't just powerful, it was intelligent, a precision-engineered killing machine, crafted by evolution itself. And its diet? Fossil evidence suggests bones of small dinosaurs, giant fish, and even other crocodiles were found near its remains. Nothing was safe, but like every king, its reign ended. Climate shifts changed the rivers, its prey vanished, and the 2,000-tooth predator disappeared into history, leaving only bones and the legend of a creature so brutal, so merciless, that even dinosaurs feared the water. 2,000 teeth, zero mercy. The ancient crocodile that hunted dinosaurs and ruled a world built on fear. Deep beneath the murky waters of the world's last untouched rivers, something ancient may still be moving. Silent, hidden, waiting. They call it the ghost of the Cretaceous, a creature rumored to be the living echo of a prehistoric beast, the crocodile with 2,000 teeth. Scientists once believed this monster vanished over 90 million years ago, but new whispers, strange sonar readings, and unexplained sightings deep in the Congo Basin and the Amazon River are forcing them to ask a terrifying question. What if it never really died? The original creature, Sarcosuchus imperator, was the largest crocodilian ever discovered. 40 feet long, 8 tons of muscle, and jaws strong enough to crush anything it caught. Its mouth was lined with nearly 2,000 interlocking teeth, each one engineered for one thing: complete destruction. It was believed to have vanished when prehistoric rivers dried up, but the Congo and the Amazon, these are places where time itself seems to have stopped. Vast, unexplored waters, stretching for thousands of miles, where satellites can't see through the canopy and humans rarely return once they enter. Fishermen tell stories of shadows longer than boats, of something rising beneath the surface, eyes glowing just before the water explodes. Local tribes describe it in hushed tones, a river demon with a mouthful of teeth that can swallow buffalo whole. And here's where science meets fear. In 2024, Deep sonar scans from the Congo River recorded moving objects larger than any known crocodile, with jaw patterns eerily similar to Sarcosuchus. No official confirmation, but enough to make researchers wonder. Could evolution have hidden one of Earth's oldest predators in the planet's darkest waters? Could a direct descendant of that 2,000-tooth monster still be hunting today, unchanged, undetected, unstoppable? Imagine a creature that survived ice ages, volcanic winters, mass extinctions, and still waits beneath the surface, in the depths we fear to enter. If it's real, it would be the ultimate survivor, a living fossil from the dawn of terror. Until it's found, the rivers will keep their secrets, but every ripple, every sudden splash in those shadowed waters reminds us that maybe, just maybe, the crocodile with 2,000 teeth is still out there, watching, waiting, and hunting in silence. How do you fit 2,000 teeth into a single jaw and still make it work? That's the question scientists asked when they uncovered the fossil of one of Earth's most terrifying predators, a crocodile so extreme, evolution had to rewrite the rulebook just to build it. This was no ordinary reptile. This was a super predator, a monster engineered by time itself. The ancient Sarcosuchus imperator, known as the super croc, was over 40 feet long and built like a tank. But what stunned researchers most wasn't its size. It was its mouth, a jawline stretching nearly 6 feet, packed with almost 2,000 teeth, each one precisely aligned, interlocking like the gears of a machine. At first, scientists thought it was impossible. No modern creature, not even the great white shark, comes close to this kind of dental overload. So how did nature manage it? The answer lies in one word: engineering. Each tooth in this crocodile's mouth was slightly different. Some were needle-sharp for piercing flesh. Others were broad and ridged, perfect for crushing shell and bone. And unlike modern crocodiles, which replace teeth slowly, this prehistoric beast replaced them constantly. Thousands of new teeth were always growing, sliding forward like bullets in a chamber. Evolution wasn't just creating more teeth, it was creating efficiency. The jaw bones were heavily reinforced, designed to handle the stress of so many biting points. Inside, complex nerve systems helped the animal sense even the slightest vibration, a living pressure sensor, allowing it to strike with mechanical precision. When scientists digitally reconstructed its skull, they discovered something astonishing. The arrangement of the teeth followed a spiral-like symmetry, similar to the Fibonacci patterns found in seashells and galaxies. This wasn't random growth. It was biological geometry. Nature had crafted a design so efficient it could multiply killing power without increasing size. 2,000 teeth, each part of a synchronized weapon. And what was all that power used for? Not just for tearing flesh, but for domination. This creature could crush turtles, break dinosaur bones, and even grind through armor-like scales of other predators. It didn't just eat, it erased. Every tooth worked in harmony, each motion of its jaw a symphony of destruction. It was evolution's greatest act of over-engineering, a mouth that never dulled, never failed, and never showed mercy. So when we ask, how did 2,000 teeth fit in one jaw? The real question might be something else entirely. Not how, but why. Because millions of years ago, in the dark rivers of a dying world, nature decided to build something perfect, and then let it vanish.